10 inches plus his wingspan.
So Como splits the pair.
The crazy part is if he did block that, all that would have happened is the ball would have gone out of bounds. Stephen F. Austin would have got it underneath and set up. Great backdoor cut. Great help defense.
Ricks, 3-ball. And Holyfield comes in for the rebound.
Gilmore saved an easy 2 points by seeing both man and ball and being there on the catch.
Harris with the hot hand, working against Ricks, and Ricks forces him to pass it up.
Great on the ball defense, but if I'm Ricks, I'm not letting him touch it again this possession.
5 on the shot clock. Gilmore, and the lefty can't hit the 3, but there's Harris, another offensive rebound.
3-pointers bring long rebounds. If you're a guard, you have to at least take a peek at your guy, seeing if he goes to the offensive glass. That's on Ricks for not seeing Harris attack it and getting that loose ball.
Como cut off by Foster, and what's the call? 3 in the key. So defensive 3 seconds will turn it back over to the Wildcats. And even though they were forced to play 2 defensive possessions there, they did a nice job.
They escape, and you look at Jaron Lewis. He has his hands on his hips right now. It's no fun playing 2 possessions of defense. I remember back in the day when I was on the court, I had to try extra hard on defense, and whenever we got an offensive rebound, I hated it having to play for another 30 seconds.
Chris spent his time at the University of Texas. 3-ball. Foster! And the Wildcats cut their deficit in half. They're within 3.
When Foster was on the line, we talked about him trying to settle this team and get him back in this game. That 3-ball is huge.
7 early points for Tevin Foster. Harris drives and he's fouled, and that's going to send him to the free throw line. Foul called against B.J. Maxwell, who's fresh into the game.
That was Coach Golding. I think he was a little upset at Ricks giving up that offensive rebound, bringing in Maxwell just to get up into Harris, making it see a little bit different feel. Harris did a great job not letting that affect him. Just a straight rip through, trying to get to the basket. And with the way the refs are calling it tonight, it was an easy foul call for them. Get to the line for a 1-on-1.
Harris shooting 74% from the line this year. 13 points for Harris early on, leading all scorers. He's the only player in double figures. 1-and-1, and he misses the front end. Well, the Wildcats a chance to tie with a 3.
Friday wanted it, but was smart, just kind of pulled it out.
And he almost turns it over, but it's tipped right to Foster. Inside, here's Lewis. Double team coming.
Stephen F. Austin does a great job of talking on defense.
Maxwell the 3, and we got a foul on the floor. And they're going to call that one against Stephen F. Austin, and it's going against T.J. Holyfield. So that's the first foul called against Holyfield. That's going to send Jelani Friday to the line as we take a look at what's going on around the conference. Look at University of New Orleans down by 11 against Central Arkansas.
That goes to show you how tough not only college basketball is these days, but how tough this conference is. UNO played a great non-conference schedule, but is at the top here of the Southern Conference. They could go down to a Central Arkansas team that wasn't expected to do much this year.
Friday misses the free throw. He's 0 for 2 from the line so far tonight.
If you're Friday, you want to be able to figure out how to get those free, easy points, especially after earning them by attacking the offensive rebound and drawing the foul.
Maxwell the rebound off the Bogues miss. High screen set by Friday. Ball poked away and stolen by the Jacks. Knet leads the 2-on-1. The lob. Nice defense from behind by Maxwell blocking Bogues. 3-ball. Foster. Bingo!
Foster, that's one of the, when you're the coach, no, yes. It was a 2-on-1, it's an easy layup. But when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. You're back in it, tie ball game.
You can feel the energy in the building now. And a timeout called as Gilmore fell to the floor, keeping the possession. A veteran move there, if you're okay with using the timeout. 4:59 to go. We got a new ball game here in Abilene. We're tied up at 30 between the Jacks and the Cats on 11 Sports. Well, there's a travel called against Kevon Harris out of the timeout, so the Wildcats with the basketball, a chance to take the lead. Chris, how have they gone back in this ballgame?
Taking care of the basketball, and that's what I was expecting for. If you're Abilene Christian, you're down early because you're fouling too much, you're turning the ball over too much, and you're giving up too many offensive rebounds. Those are things you can fix. Like cold shooting, that's hard to fix. But playing mentally strong and harder and taking care of the basketball, that's a way to get back in this basketball game.
Holyfield sets the high screen for Como.
If you notice last possession down, Holyfield pressed that ball screen. That's something that Stephen F. Austin is known for, which is why Abilene Christian tries to stay away from the ball screens, because it creates too many turnovers and gets them out of their offense.
There are all sorts of arms blocking the shot by Charles. Not sure who got the actual block. Franklin unable to save it, so the possession will stay with the Jacks.
I've liked so far what Coach Keller has done out on OB unders. He actually tries to set up a play to score, not just to get the ball in bounds. That could be a shot right there.
Knet, 3-ball. Friday the rebound, up ahead to Foster. And Como, a nice job defensively poking it away before Foster can get a shot off. So he'll stay with the Cats.
Jelani did a great job getting his head up. And I didn't know if he needed to do the baseball pass, but I thought it was going to lead to 2 points. That goes to show you how tough Stephen F. Austin plays on defense. They never give up on a possession. Interesting by Coach Keller. Looked like he played zone OB under just to let them get it in. They didn't run anything special, but they switched right back to man once Abilene Christian started running their offense. Jelani Friday, that's where we've wanted to see him all night, on the block, doing his all Southland Conference style stuff. That was a great over left shoulder, right jump hook.
And the Wildcats, their first lead since the opening minute of the game.
See if he can play without fouling here.
Nice step through by Holyfield, tying this one back up.
Played without fouling, but made it way too easy for Holyfield to score down low. We saw Holyfield doing that in warm-ups. He was working on that step through. It's good to see somebody do what they're doing in practice and transition into the game.
Friday down the lane, Knet pokes it away. Tevin Foster. And the call is on the floor, but that's the 10th team foul called against the Jacks, so that's going to send Tevin Foster to the line when we come back. We're tied up 32-all between the Jacks